Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to have everybody finally back together again for full-time face-to-face. I know that working from home was extremely challenging for a lot of us, so it is really exciting for me to be able to have you all back together again. With that said, there are a couple of things that we need to remember in order for us to remain safe and remain back in school. It's really going to require your cooperation, and it's really going to be up to you to keep us safe. So I'm going to review some of the protocols we discussed last week and with some additional information regarding symptoms that you need to be looking for. So if I could have everyone's attention, please, if we follow these protocols, we can remain back together in full-time instruction. So just to remind you, the schedule starting today is that all students will attend school on campus from Monday through Thursday. Fridays is not a day off. Fridays are designated as remote learning. You are required to sign into Firefly Blend every single Friday to work on the assignments that your teachers have given you in order to be marked present. If you do not sign on to Firefly Blend, it is considered an unexcused absence. And on Monday, your teachers will expect that those assignments are completed. So before you even come to school, we really want to make sure that all of you are self-monitoring for signs and symptoms of not only COVID-19, but of any kind of illness. So all students should be monitoring their temperature and signs and symptoms of COVID-19 in the morning prior to coming into school. If you have a temperature greater than 100.4 degrees, that is considered a symptom of COVID-19, and we want you to stay at home. If you are sick and or have any signs and symptoms, which we'll go over in just a minute, that are related to COVID-19, stay home and make sure that your parent contacts the school nurse. You also want to contact your doctor to get further recommendations. Also, if you are feeling well, but you know that you have been exposed to someone who has tested positive for COVID-19, you need to stay home. So if someone in your family has tested positive or you've been in contact with someone who has tested positive, have your parents contact the school nurse promptly, and she will advise you, she will advise me, and she will tell us what we need to do in the event that you've been exposed, even if you're still feeling well. Also, what happens if you notify the school? You will be placed on remote status if you stay home from school because you are sick or you believe you have COVID-19 symptoms. You will also be placed on remote status if you are sent home from school for an extended amount of days. Or if someone in your family has tested positive for COVID-19 or has been quarantined related to COVID-19, you will be placed on remote status. You could also be placed on remote status for discipline reasons or other reasons. So basically, anytime that you're going to need to stay home for more than a day or two, we're going to put you on remote status so that you can continue to do your work at home. It is not necessary for you to email your teachers or notify your teachers that you're going to be home. This will be taken care of for you by the nurse or by me or Mr. Abels. So you don't need to notify your teachers. This slide shows you some of the signs and symptoms of COVID-19. A fever greater than 100.4 degrees, a cough, sore throat, loss of taste or smell, congestion or runny nose, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, body aches and chills, headache, fatigue, nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea. If you are experiencing any of these symptoms, please stay home, contact your doctor and the school nurse, and we will advise you from there. You can decrease your risk to yourself and to others. Please, again, stay home if you're feeling sick. You can do your work in Firefly Blend. We need you to wash and sanitize your hands frequently. It is important that you sanitize your hands before you enter the classroom and when you leave the classroom. The teachers will do their best to monitor that, but we really should not let you in the classroom without having sanitized. Make sure that you cover your mouth when coughing or sneezing. Yes, you are supposed to cough and sneeze into your mask. If that gets gross, we have lots of extras in the office, so if you needed to sneeze into your mask, we can get you another one in the office. Anytime that you can, we need you to social distance or be 6 feet apart whenever possible. That's most important in the hallways and when you are standing together or talking with one another. When you are able, make sure all attempts to remain 6 feet or greater from other people. And wear your face covering daily. And this is really important. You've got to wash, clean, or change it often, every day. Do not wear the same dirty face mask every single day. You must wash them. If you become sick while you're at school, so you feel fine in the morning, but suddenly at school you don't feel well, you must notify your teachers right away that you're not feeling well and then report to the nurse's office promptly. Make sure that you maintain hygiene, wash your hands, sanitize your hands, keep your social distance and masking requirements at all time while in school. And to decrease the spreading of germs, again, always cover your mouth when you are sneezing or coughing and always wash your hands, especially after you cough and or blow your nose. Hand sanitizing bottles are everywhere. Please make sure you use them. If you have any questions about COVID, any concerns related to COVID, please contact Mrs. Sanders in the nurse's office. Your parents can call, and you are certainly welcome to go see her yourself if you have any questions. Just a quick reminder, you must wear masks and shields at all times when 6 feet separation is not possible. You can take a mask break if and only if you are at least 6 feet apart. And this is a big one. The masks must be worn over your nose. They are not at all effective if you have them below your nose. We will allow mask breaks of no more than 10 minutes when we are able to achieve that 6 feet of distance. And you must, again, sanitize hands when you enter and exit the classroom. Students must sit in your assigned seats. That's in the classroom and at lunch. You will be given assigned seats at lunch. You must sit in the same seat every day. And I can't say this too often, you have to wear your mask when you're not 6 feet apart. We are going to try the one-way hallway travel. It is important, though, that you distance yourselves when you're walking in the hallways. That's the whole point of the one-way hallway. But you shouldn't be walking side by side or too close to one another. You really need to separate yourselves. Teachers will be present in the halls to monitor for social distances. And as we always have, please continue to limit your visits to the locker. We are not going to be able to do this without your cooperation. Oh, I don't have a title here, but we need you to cooperate in order for this to work, in order for us to stay safe. We are glad you're back. I know that you are glad to be back, but following these safety protocols is really going to be important in order for us to stay open and for you to stay back in school every day. If you have additional questions, your teachers, your home-based teachers especially, are there to answer questions. And teachers, if there's anything that I missed, please be sure to review that with the students. Any questions, please see me, see Mr. Abels, or see Mrs. Sanders, the school nurse. Thank you and have a great first day back.